Yo, this is your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. This video, I got a question for y'all. Would you leave if you were in my situation? And we're gonna talk about it, all right? So in today's video, I wanna ask and talk about, if you were in my situation, would you move out of the US regardless of, your debt, or regardless of if you have remote income? Or we're gonna break it down, and then by the end of this video, you should be able to give me your informed opinion, all right? So the reason I came to this conclusion to this video, a lot of people say, man, if I was in your situation, I would have been gone. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of people look at me like, okay, Ryan, you're single and you have no kids. Those two factors alone make a lot of people say, yo, why are you even here? Like, you can afford to mess up. You can afford to take a shot because you have no kids and you have no wife and you're single. So a lot of people think that. I personally think that if you want to take a shot at something in life, whether you have kids or not, you're gonna find a way to do it. But that's just me though. Everybody has their own situation. So I want to know what you guys think. Now, although I'm single with no kids, I do work a lot here. So between all the things I do tally up a good income, but it does take a lot of time. As you guys see, I used to live stream a lot. I haven't been live in a while. I've just been focusing on my fitness and also, my finances, and trying to have a skill where I can be anywhere making money. Now, to make money here, it's not very hard because you could just trade your time for money all day here. But the hard part when you're a traveler is trying to make money while traveling. YouTube obviously is not paying like everyone the same, right? Your numbers got to be good to get paid good enough to be a full-time YouTuber. So full-time YouTube is not in the options right now for me. So, you gotta try different stuff. Your online stores, your drop shipping, maybe your day trading, a lot of stuff. Content creation is like, it's a good little icing on the cake, but I wouldn't solely depend on content creation to move, because to me, that's extremely risky. Hence, the little Colombian girl tried to get my channel removed the other day. So can you imagine if that was my sole income, like my only income, and I was making a lot of money, and then boom, it gets removed? Oh, real quick, I'm gonna interrupt your video real quick. I want to tell y'all about something. It's a new social network. It's called Passpot Traveler. All right, there's a website. I'm gonna link it. There's an app. I'm gonna link it. You can go to passporttraveler.com. Now, the social network was built for like-minded people, travelers that's traveling international, DR, Colombia, Brazil, Costa Rica, Panama, whatever, the list goes on, wherever you go in Thailand. You want to get in a community, you want to post your videos, your pictures, and you want to connect with like-minded people. There's also ways you can earn money within the community. You don't need to be a content creator. You could just be someone that's just looking to build with like-minded people, with travelers. Maybe you just want to share travel stories, pictures, videos. Get in the community, all right? This video right here, sponsored by Passpot Traveler, all right? So jump in there, link in the bio, and let's build, man. Let's build. Back to the video. Now I'm shaking and trembling, you know what I'm saying? So I use content creation as to get to the people, to build community with brothers. And I met a lot of great people through content creation and building. So, and you could do the same, jump in these communities, man. But anyways, so if you were in my situation, no kids, no wife, I do have some like, student loans and stuff like that. So I do have some things that I pay every month based on decisions I made in my 20s, right? And most of us do. This is not a rare situation. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm paying off still, but a lot of people are like, yo, F it, just go over. I seen a video the other day where a brother, he took $10K and just went to Thailand, a lot of people, they cooked them in the comments. They finished them. They cooked them. They was like, oh, what do you plan to do now? Like when you run out of money, what do you, like they fried them. I wouldn't do that. 10K is not enough money. I wouldn't do it. That's another question. If you did say, yeah, Ryan, you should, you single, you're young, what's the dollar amount you would go with? And what's the plan you would use? Put that in the comments. Now, I would like to share, for those of you who don't know, I used to live in the Dominican Republic. I made mistakes. I learned from them. Now, when I say made mistakes, I just mean like financially. Like, so I had a lot of money, a lot. Not no little 10, 20. I had a lot of money. But it's easy to blow through money when you're not working, especially if you have habits of someone that likes to spend, or you like things and you like convenience and you rather swipe for convenience than to, you know what I mean? So I have the experience living outside the country in the past, and I know the mistakes I made in the past, and I'm not gonna do that again where I'm just spending and not earning. So that's why I'm trying to figure out the online thing, and I ain't really trying to go back to school and all that. Like I'm past that. In my opinion, I'm past that time. Like that was like, you know, I did college, I did all that like in my 20s. I ain't trying to like go back to school and try to get like some remote type of degree. I'm cool on that. So anyways, quick little conversation for you guys. I just want to see what you guys think. Jump in the comments if you was in my positions. Maybe some of you are in my position. And if you are an expat, if you are living overseas, put in the comments, what do you do for a living? How do you maintain the lifestyle overseas? And if you were to give advice to somebody that wanted to go and do it right now, what would your advice be to that person? So everyone could get in on this conversation and this topic. And what country would you choose? You know, my country of choice right now is the Dominican Republic, because I've lived there before, and you know, I know a lot about the country, and I don't have to go live in a tourist populated area. I know how to, because where I lived wasn't a tourist area. Matter of fact, when I tell people where I used to live, they're like, what? Even Dominicans, they're like, huh? Like, are you crazy? Like, and I'm like, yep. So what about y'all, man? Where would you go? What would your plan be? How long would your plan be? What would your income be? Would you stack up a certain amount and just go with no job and then figure it out when you get there? I have built a community. I am a YouTuber now, so there is a little money coming in. I am monetized on Facebook. I'm almost fully monetized on TikTok. So if you want to support that, go support the TikTok, Vacation Time with Ryan. So I got, you know, a little bit more as far as remote income than I had the last time when I was doing it. And honestly, man, if I would have did YouTube back then, way before all of this, I probably would have blew up, because at that time, nobody was really doing it when I was there. You know, a lot of people started blowing up while I was actually living there. And I'm like, wow, I could have been a YouTuber. But anyways, it's your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. Would you stay? Would you go? I know a lot of people are like, nah, make sure you got some, make sure, you know, wait till you retire. Some people believe in you can't cheat the system. Retire when you're 65 and go have your paradise at 65. That's not really my mindset. So now, although I'm not gonna jump the gun and just go without a plan and without a structure, without remote income and a good stack of money, also, I'm not finna be like, yo, I'm gonna wait till I'm 60 to retire. That just, like, I wanna experience, you know, traveling full time while I'm still young. You know, when I was living in DR, I had a girlfriend, so I didn't really have the fun of moving and shaking around and moving solo, you know what I mean? You know, you live a different life when you're single. But anyways, hit me up in the comments. Your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. If you're trying to get in personal WhatsApp groups, hit me up. If you're trying to join our community, hit me up. If you need anything, hit me up. Email ks905tv@gmail.com. All right, we out.